welcome once more to Usr1 Retro and to this pickups video where I'll be going over some of the things I've got over the past few weeks and also from my trip to London today, where I also met with Dan from Dan's Movie Cave, and I'll be showcasing the pickups I got from that visit. I'll leave a link to Dan's channel below. Great guy. Really enjoy walking around London with him and going into like HMV and FOP and Forbidden Planet and Foyle's bookshop. We had some great chats, and just top guy, good friend, really good friend, and I can't wait for the next London meetup. Dan, obviously, as I've mentioned before, he does the Talking Movies live streams once a month, and he also does the Westerns for Life podcast, both of those with two other good friends, Carlos from Eastwood for Life fan and Jeff from 101 Bronson. As I say, I'll leave a link to Dan's channel down below. Give him a subscribe and have a look at some of his videos that he's put up. So first off, I'm going to go over the DVDs that I bought, not only last week, but I think the week before as well. The first three are ones that I got from a charity shop in the 3 for £1. I'm going to go with this one first, because this is the first one that I saw. And, I was only going to get this one, and then I saw these other two, and, I thought, well, for 25p each, I'll just go for it. And this first one, as I say, this is one that I have not actually seen, so I'm looking forward to watching it. Many people have said it's cheesy, but you know what, with a cast that's got basically Charlie Sheen, Bill Paxton and Michael Biehn in it, it's going to be good, and it is Navy SEALs. And as I say, in the 3 for £1, so you know what, I thought, fantastic. Seeing as though I don't know when we're going to get either a Blu-ray release or a 4K release over here, because Vinegar Syndrome are releasing the 4K in the US at some point. I think it's next couple of weeks, and they're also releasing Invasion USA on 4K as well. I'm intrigued to find out what that's like, but again, I don't know if we're going to get it over here. If we do, fantastic. It'll save me having to try and import it, because that's going to cost near enough like 50 quid in, that's with postage as well. So I don't know how much Navy SEALs would cost to import, but I'm happy with this for now until we get a 4K version. So I can't wait to stick that on and get that watched. Now the next one was the second one that I saw, and this is one that I had originally on DVD, and I never got around to watching it, and I don't know what happened to the discs. So, you know what, I thought, I'll go for this as well. And it is Behind Enemy Lines with Gene Hackman and Owen Wilson. And the reason why I also went for this DVD is because there's special features on here that aren't on the Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray's only got commentary, but this has got previs sequence. It's got alternate scenes. It's got 4 directors' cuts, I suppose, of different scenes and that. There's trailers. So for 25p, that was an absolute steal. So if this comes on 4K, you can probably bet your bottom dollar that it won't have no special features on it apart from probably a trailer and the thingy. But you know what, that's worth it, especially to see Owen Wilson in a rare serious role, like a straight role, not like as like in like a comedy in that. So but I can't wait to see that, especially with Gene Hackman as well, who is an absolute legend. Now the next DVD, as I say, it was also one from the 3 for £1, and it is Flatliners. Now I had this on the original Columbia TriStar UK Blu-ray, and I wasn't overly struck with it at first. I think I watched like the first half an hour, and I thought it was boring. So I sold it. So then what I done was I watched it when I was in the States, and I loved it. I literally just sat there, watched it, and I thought, you know what, that was actually really, really good. So until I can get hold of the 4K cheap, the DVD of Flatliners will do me, and then I can just sit the DVD in with the 4K as well. All I've got to do then is just get rid of the case, or I'll have a spare case or something, you know. But for 50p, that was a bargain, an absolute bargain. Now, the next two are ones that I actually got from CEX on one. Was it one visit or was it two visits? It might have been one visit. Hello, Simba. And the first one, I don't know if they gave me the correct discs or not, because there was two versions of this double pack, and I've got a feeling they gave the wrong discs to someone who bought the first version, and I got their discs, but I don't know until I've watched it. I could be wrong. And it is The Fly, and this was £4 for the two. As I say, I had the first one on Blu-ray. I didn't go a lot on it, but I loved the second when I watched it on Netflix a few years. I think it was about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and I just thought it was really good. Some awesome gory effects, especially when one of the security guards gets like the fly like enzyme sprayed in his face, and then you just see him go, ah! And then he pulls his whole face off, and he's standing there screaming, going, ah! You know, I thought that was one of the best effects I'd ever seen in my life. It was gruesome, it was gory, and it was actually quite funny at the same time. I'm hoping that this version of The Fly 2 is uncut, but as we all know, with certain releases, they've cut them for content and stuff like that. So we'll see. But yeah, this version was supposed to have special features, but again, with the discs, we'll find out sooner or later. Now, the last DVD is one that I sold the Blu-ray of, the Arrow Blu-ray, because it was worth a bit. And I thought, well, I do want the film, but I can just go for the DVD. And it's one that I actually watched on Laserdisc a while ago, and I thought it was quite funny. And being a Monty Python fan, you know, I thought I had to get this version. It's a special edition 2-disc version, and it comes with an audio commentary, a documentary, deleted and alternate scenes, original featurettes and Easter eggs, and and yeah, it hasn't got the special features that are on the Arrow version, but I'm happy that the deleted scenes are on here, that were on the Arrow Blu-ray, and it is a fish called Wanda. This was £1.50, and I'm glad that it comes with the slipcase. As I say, I thought this was a really fun film, and I can't wait to watch it again. I really can't. As I say, I love Monty Python. I love the films. I liked Eric the Viking, which gets a lot of hate, and I don't know why. For me, it's just a fun film, especially when the city's sinking beneath the waves after they've done something. I can't remember where it is, and Terry Jones is optimistic, like emperor of the city, is still like la 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 la. The city's like sinking down beneath him, So, and I thought this was a good film, very good film. So it's £1.50, very well spent. We're going to move on to the games quickly, because I was meant to have done those first, and I completely forgot. There's only 3 games, all PlayStation. 2 PlayStation 1 and 1 PlayStation 2. I thought I was going to bugger that up, but obviously I haven't. And you know what? I'm going to do the PlayStation 2 one first, and it's one that I had when it first came out. When did this come out? When did this come out? When did this come out? 2004. I had it back then, stupidly got rid of it, and I was looking on eBay for a copy, looking in CEX for a copy, and the prices that people wanted on eBay, even on Amazon. I thought, you know what, sod that. I'll just get this version. I'll get this copy. And this is from Miso Games or Miso Games from Barleylands in Billericay. So it's not that far from me. But I bought it on the website and they delivered it to me, you know, because I thought, you know what, I could go and get it, but you know what, I just wasn't feeling up to it, you know. And it is X-Files Resist or Serve. Now, I didn't get very far in this the very first time that I had it, so I'm looking forward to going back through it and see if I can get further this time, because it plays a bit like Silent Hill, you know, and I love Silent Hill, so I'm looking forward to playing this again and seeing if I can get further than before. Now, onto the two PlayStation 1 games. Now, I got these off of eBay, and this first one is one that my brother had when he first had his PlayStation 1 back in about 97, that he bought from Beatties, and it came with a bundle of games. I think I've mentioned it before. And I liked playing this. It was good, and it was enjoyable. And I saw this on eBay, and it was about £8, including postage. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it because I want to play it again. And it is Strike Point. And the best thing is that it comes complete with the manual as well. And the disc, there are some light marks on it, but I'm certain it will play. I mean, I've had some PlayStation 1 games that I've bought and they've not been in the best of conditions and they've still played, because I don't think you can resurface these. So, you know, but this is going to be a big nostalgia hit for me. And now the last PlayStation 1 game is one that was on the PC, as the first in the series, but this is one I've not actually played. So this is going to be when I play, it's going to be first time play. And many people have said that both of these games are absolute crackers. And so I thought, well, I see this for, it was about £9. You know, other people were selling it for like 12, 15, and I was like, when that's about £8 or £9, I'll go for that one. And again, this is complete, and the disc is, there are some very light marks on it, but nothing that I don't think will harm it. And it is, of course, Descent 2. I love a cockpit-based shooter. I like playing Elite Dangerous, even though I'm not very good at it. I like the Rogue Squadron games, so I'm certain that I'll like this. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait to play it. I mean, I might even do a video review of this at some point soon, and just literally just go over it and just see if I like it or not. Now, onto the Blu-rays. This first one was a CEX purchase, and it was £8. I got it because I remember it from when it was a premiere on Sky when I was a kid, and I remember certain parts about it, and I wanted to watch the whole thing. I got halfway through it, and when I first started watching it, I thought, oh yeah, this is really good. This is going to go somewhere. But after a while, I think after about the hour mark, I was like, it's not actually that good whatsoever. And it is Wes Craven's Shocker. Now, I actually put up a post on Instagram about this, and it was about half an hour, 45 minutes into it. And I was enjoying it up until that point. And as I say, after about the hour mark, it kind of dipped quite a bit for me, and I wasn't enjoying it as much as what I thought I would. You know, so is this going to stay in the collection? Probably not. Probably not. But I am going to try and watch the whole thing, and hopefully my opinion on it might change. But I don't know. I very highly doubt it. Now the next Blu-ray is one that I got off of a Facebook page, and I've been after this film for ages on Blu-ray. I don't even think it's been released in the UK on Blu-ray. I really don't think so. But this was about £8. So I thought, I'm going to jump on it and get it. And it's one that I've seen a couple of times and I've really enjoyed it each time. And I had the original DVD release of this when it came out. And it's Red Planet. And this is the German edition. There is English language on it. And there's English subtitles as well. And I can't wait to watch this again. As I say, I've really liked it. So that's definitely going to be a rewatch at some point. And now we move on to the Blu-rays and 4Ks that I got in London from my meetup with Dan. We're going to start off with the Blu-rays that I got from HMV. And now this first one, this is one that I saw in the HMV in Harlem. And I thought, no, you know what, I'm going to wait and get it up in London. And I loved Better Off Dead, directed by Savage Steve Holland, and had John Cusack in it. And this is directed by the same guy. And it's got John Cusack in it again. It's got Demi Moore. It's got Bobcat Goldthwait from the Police Academy movies. And I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. And it was £15 from HMV. And it is One Crazy Summer. I can't wait to give this a watch to see what it's like. It's meant to be really funny, so I guess we'll find out. I mean, the film's from 1986, so it was made around about the same time as Better Off Dead. So, so yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch. Apparently, it's a laugh riot, according to Kevin Thomas from the Los Angeles Times. So we'll find out. And now the next one is one that I did originally pre-order on 4K Media Book, but I ended up cancelling it. And this is one that basically me and Dan both picked up the steelbook, the 4K steelbook, and it was like £30. And we just looked at each other and thought, if the film's crap, we've wasted £30 on it. I mean, yeah, we could put it on eBay and probably get about 25 for it. But we thought, well, if we go for the Blu-ray, it's $17.99 for the Blu-ray, and if it's not much cop, then we can still sell that one. And you know what? For something like that, the picture quality is not going to be any better probably than Blu-ray. So, and it is of course The Last Kumite, with martial arts legends Cynthia Rothrock, Billy Blanks, I think. Yes, Matthias Hughes is in it as well. And Mohammed Kisi from Bloodsport, and I think he was the guy who played Tung Po. I think, I'm not too sure. I can't remember. No, Tung Po was a kickboxer. Who did he play in Bloodsport? Oh, I can't remember. But you know, we just went for the Blu-ray version because it's probably only going to be a bit better quality on 4K. So, you know, but I can't wait to watch this. Hopefully, it's going to be good. Got my fingers crossed. It's going to be good. He hopes. The next one wasn't actually on my list of films to buy. This is one that Dan saw. He recommended it, and when I looked at the price, it was £4. So I thought, you know what, £4. You know, I'll just get it and see what it's like. But the cast in it: Stephen Lang, William Sadler, Martin Cove, and Fred Williamson from Dusk Till Dawn and loads of exploitation movies in the 70s. I think he was in Inglourious Bastards, the original version with Bo Svensson. And yeah, as I say, $3.99, and it is VFW. In fact, you know what? I think I've heard a load of people turn around and say this is brilliant. So this is going to be interesting to watch, especially for $3.99. I thought, you know what? Yeah, might as well take a punt on it, see if it's any good. So can't wait to dive into that one. Now, the last of the HMV Blu-rays is one that's an upgrade from DVD, and it's a film that I haven't watched in years, and it was made in between the Lethal Weapon 2 and Lethal Weapon 3, and it stars Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn, and it is Bird on a Wire, and this was $6.99. Again, I wasn't really looking for this, and I just literally just happened to come across it. I think we was looking for Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker on Blu-ray for Dan, and I literally saw this. I was like, you know what, I'm going to get this, as this is really fun. Really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to watch the Blu-ray version. It's just a cracking film. Really enjoyed it, and the finale as well. You know, and you got Bill Duke in it as well from Commando, so it's So that's all the Blu-rays from HMV. Now we're going to go to a Blu-ray from FOP. Of course, I did get some 4Ks in there, but I'm going to do those with the rest of the 4Ks from HMV. But this was on my list. It's a bit more than I wanted to pay, but for 14 quid, you know what, I thought, I'm not going to pay, what was it, 12 quid? I think it was CX1 for it. I can't remember. So I might as well just spend the extra 2 quid and get it brand new. And it's one that I've wanted to see for a hell of a long time. And it's Southern Comfort with Powell's Booth. The guy in FOP actually said it's a bit like Deliverance, but there's National Guardsmen instead. And you know what? It's got Fred Ward in it as well, David Carradine, T.K. Carter as well from The Thing. And who else is in it? Keith Carradine, not David Carradine. But yeah, this is the only bonus feature on there is a 45-minute discussion with Walter Hill about Southern Comfort. But you know what? I'm happy to have this, and I can't wait to watch this. I know I've said that about all the films, but I just love movies. You know, I love movies, I love games, and I just, you know, I've got to look forward to something in life, haven't you? So, you know what? 14 quid, not bad. So now we move on to the 4Ks, and I'm going to do, because I've only got 4 4Ks from HMV. Sorry, 4 4Ks in total, 2 from HMV, 2 from FOP. I'll do the HMV ones first. And these are all upgrades from my current Blu-rays. And the first one is a film that, another one by Walter Hill. And it's one that I have a lot of fun with. Some awesome action, some great shootouts. And James Belushi, and Arnold Schwarzenegger bounce off each other really well as 2 cops from different countries, you know, and all that jazz. And it is Red Heat with the slipcase. Yeah, this is just an excellent film, and I'm so glad to have upgraded, because I've heard reports that this is a fantastic upgrade, fantastic picture quality. It's miles better than the original Blu-ray that came out by Optimum Releasing. So, and there's quite a few special features on here. You've got East Meets West featurette, the original trailer, Stuntman from All Seasons, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the man who raised Hollywood, political context of Red Heat. You got an interview with Edo Ross, who plays Rostavilli, and you've also got a making of as well. So, and this was in the 2 for 30, so it was a no-brainer. The next one was also in 2 for 30, and many people have said it's one of the worst Rambo films. I enjoy it. I just think it's brainy neutral, just fun, you know. Some nice one-liners in there, and yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. I mean, the end text is a little bit, you know, what with Afghanistan the way it is at the moment, but not getting into that whatsoever. And it is Rambo 3. Now, for some reason, Rambo 3 on either Blu-ray or 4K doesn't have the slip sleeve, and I don't know why. Every single copy has never had the slip sleeve, and that's weird. the US version, which is also it's Studio Canal and Lionsgate, I think, both, you know, they've got slip sleeves, US versions of these, but this one hasn't. But you know what, it doesn't really bother me. But you know, I had to upgrade Rambo 3. I do like it, and it's got the same bonus features as what's on the Blu-ray. But this has got the Blu-ray in as well. And now we move over to FOP. I didn't get a lot of 4Ks. I was actually umming and ahhing about getting the Garbage Pail Kids media book, but I'd never seen the film, and I didn't want to drop 25 quid on it if it's going to be a right load of old garbage. So in the end, I just got these instead, you know, which was a five and more. Again, 2 for 30 quid. And they're the other two Rambo films. First Blood with the slip sleeve, and First Blood Part 2 with the slip sleeve. And I'm glad to have the original Rambo trilogy on 4K. I wouldn't mind Rambo from 2008 on 4K. I'm not that fussed about Last Blood at all. It's a film I can take or leave, you know. But if I can find Rambo 2008, then I will pick it up on 4K. At the moment, I've got the Blu-ray, and that'll do me. So that is all the pickups from London and through the post, apart from one, and this is one that I promised an unboxing video on. I've had it for a couple of weeks, and I must admit the rigid box is actually quite nice. Very nice indeed. And it is Alligator 1 and 2 on 4K and also on Blu-ray. And I must admit the artwork carries on around the back. And you do also get, let me take all the bits and pieces out of here. You do get the J card as well, because I folded it up and put it in the box because I was going to try and keep the cellophane on it, but it all got ripped. And that is how it looks with the J card. And then you've got that on the back with all the special features and the synopsis for both films. So I'm going to pop that back in the box, which is quite sturdy. Now, you've got a one-sided poster of the box art, which is a little bit, it's not bad. Not bad artwork, but I think it could have had the title on there, you know. You also get this booklet as well on both films, and there's some nice stills from the film and write-ups. And even goes into a little bit about the making of the film. It's quite a thick, chunky book, and I have read it, and it is a very good little booklet. It really is. Now, both films get their own cases, so we're going to go with Alligator first of all, and that is the front. It's basically what's on the back of the box, and you get 3 discs. You get 4K of the original theatrical version. You get a Blu-ray of the original theatrical version, and then you also get one with the alternate TV cut as well, which I think is, yeah, it's disc 3 with the special features on as well. And then we move over to disc 2, which basically carries on the artwork, and I've literally just noticed this, which I think is actually pretty cool. Now, Alligator 2 is only the one Blu-ray, but it's also got reversible artwork as well, which is the original poster art just there. And on this one, there's a few interviews and a theatrical trailer. But I'm glad that this one's got like additional scenes from the TV version. You've got 3 trailers. You've got a few interviews as well, especially with Bryan Cranston as well, who apparently worked on this as a special effects guy. Who would have guessed he would go on to be Walter White? So, but yeah, this came a couple of weeks ago, this set, and I was going to do an unboxing and review, but due to mental health issues, I just didn't get around to it. But that's literally that set. One thing I did want to look at, see if see what the reversible art is like for Alligator, and it is the original artwork. And I might actually switch it around to that, seeing as though the box art has the same artwork as the inside. So I might have to switch that around. And that's all the pickups. That's all the pickups. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if there's any of the films that you've if you've seen any of them that I've picked up and what you think of them. Things like Southern Comfort and stuff like that. Yeah, as I say, I'll leave a link down below to Dan's channel. He's done a video of his London pickups as well, and it's worth watching. Really is worth watching. And yeah, so until the next video, this is Usr1 Retro signing off. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.